Today we restart the NFL by completing a fantasy draft in Madden 22 franchise mode with the goal of winning a Super Bowl in year number 1. The big question is, what team do we use? And the answer is, I'm just gonna close my eyes and turn around. Whatever team I land on, when I turn around and boom! Oh, Cowboys. I mean, I guess it's a fantasy draft, who cares? Do I let Michael be my coach? Nah. Gotta use Mr. Sylvester, gotta get him into the rhythm of the channel. Gotta give Mr. Sylvester the hoodie. What a beauty. We now should be able to click starting point. There's the bad boy fantasy draft time. Let's head right into this thing, boys. Now, the problem is, I think the draft screen is all jacked up. I think once we do start this fantasy draft, like, the screen half the time is just gonna be a white blur, so I apologize for your loss of vision. Let's start this freaking fantasy draft, boys. Hopefully, we get a dub. And as mentioned, oh god, I get the 28th pick. That's not what I meant to mention, but what I did mention is there's the white screen. Now, what I was gonna try and say before I got blinded is I'm building this team with 1 year in mind. Now, the problem is all the quarterbacks are gone, right? Who's the best QB available? Tom Brady's left, but maybe we can get him a little bit later. I think I got to go with Davante Adams. He's available, 99 rated. I mean, I think that's a big dub. Like, having Davante this late, coming to Dallas, welcome. Now, at least we can kind of see who's been drafted as the draft goes along, because you weren't able to do that last year, but still, you're not able to, like, go in and see who was drafted what pick. It's like they're just putting a band-aid on the problems. I mean, the big problem right now is the fact that I can't even freaking see. Now, are there any good QBs available? Is Tom still out there? Tom is still out there, and I know this seems slimy, but he's there. And it's a 1-year rebuild. I mean, you'd be stupid not to pick Tom when you're trying to go for a Super Bowl. Tom Brady in a Cowboys uniform. That is one sight that you will never see. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, I never thought we were going to see Tom Brady in a Buccaneers uniform 5 years ago. So pick number 3. What do we start to do? Oh, I kind of just want to take Julio, but I can't. Julio and Davante would be nasty, but we gotta go defense. And we're gonna go with, you know what, Tom Brady's teammate. Let's go Levante David. They both won the Super Bowl last year, so obviously they work well together. He's still there, bro. Oh, I'm doing it. I don't care. Julio's my favorite player of all time. I want to see him win a ring, bro. I got to see Julio win a ring before his career's over. Oh, I just thought about it. I'm wearing his jersey, too. No pun intended. Julio, Davante, and Tom Brady. Oh, my God. If, like, the rest of my picks don't suck, I think we're gonna have a huge dub. Justin Simmons is still available. Like, I know it seems like I'm just picking the highest rated guy every time, but when Justin Simmons is still available, you take him. All the way into round 6. Now, I think, do we look at a running back right now? Like Josh Jacobs available, Kareem Hunt in a Tom Brady-led offense. I think, or Austin Eckler. The running backs might stay available. I feel like Austin Eckler is literally the perfect running back for a Tom Brady system. So I think we just try to find an offensive lineman that can be solid. Do we just go once again with Tom Brady's teammate? Like, do we just grab ourselves an O-lineman just to finally set a foundation for the line? Another teammate of Tom's, Ryan Jensen? Welcome to Dallas. It says we reached, but no, we didn't. So we definitely need to go defense again. I think we have 2 or 3 more offensive players already than defensive players. Let's focus on defense here. Now, I think we might need to look at cornerback. There might not be many good ones left. I think we need to just go ahead and take the highest guy in the board, Kyle Fuller. I mean, he's still only 29. 87 rated. We've got to get ourselves a #1 cornerback. It says we've reached, but never pay attention to that. I mean, are you going to pay attention to something like that when it blinds you simultaneously? Now, going back to the defensive side of things, we don't have a D end yet. We don't have a D lineman in general. So I think we're going to just go for highest defensive lineman available, and we're going to go Calais Campbell, another veteran that is dying to win a ring, and hopefully we'll bring him a ring. Look at him doing the Dougie. So next, I think we go offense again. Do we go ahead and grab our running back? Is Eckler available? He is available. I want to get him. He's just so perfect for our system, perfect for our offense. Eckler, we have Julio, Davante, Tom Brady. Nobody's gonna stop us. Adrian Amos is still there. We need a strong safety. Like, I know I just feel like I just keep taking the highest rated guy, but he's still there, and he's 89. We're gonna have Amos, Justin Simmons, and Kyle Fuller in the same secondary. That's a dub. Unfortunately, though, I do think we do need to draft a few offensive linemen really quickly. Or do I just grab Bryce Callahan because he's there? I think we take him because he's there. A lot of these 29, 28-year-olds who are still in their prime are beginning to fall all the way this late in the draft, but we do have to go offensive lineman here. A lot of good wide receivers left. So this could also, if you guys haven't got Madden yet, like doing fantasy drafts, give you some tips on what you need to pick and win for your fantasy draft to see what positions fall and what ages fall. So like literally you can wait till round 12 and you can still pick maybe 2-3 super solid wide receivers. And I just saw something I think I've just got to do. For the video's purpose, we've already teamed Tom up with 2 of his former teammates. It's just not right that Gronk's available and I haven't picked him. Like, I would not be able to forgive myself. Like, it's Gronk, dude. Now, like I said, we are gonna go after offensive linemen. We don't have a left tackle. Dwayne Brown's still out there. Richie Incognito, Roger Saffold, Kevin Zeitler at the right tackle position. You have Brian Bulaga left? Why are you left? You're still solid. 87 overall tackle at this stage in the draft. Don't mind if I do. I mean, we would suck in 5 years, but that's not the goal. The goal is to be good this year. And speaking of being good this year, let's clog the middle. Brandon Williams, 85 rated star defensive tackle. Now we have 2 D linemen. I know it's going to say we're reaching every pick, but who cares, bro? I don't care about drafting 18-year-olds. Keep on chugging along, boys. Round 15. Melvin Ingram should stare me in the face. I know I've literally picked the highest rated guy almost every single time, but he stared me in the face. Melvin Ingram's still available. We are literally assembling a super squad. Might be a veteran squad, but it's still a super squad at the same time. A pick 16, and once again, we're going to go after offensive linemen. I might just go with the highest rated available as of right now. And Richie Incognito's still there, but Roger Saffold is a scheme fit. He's a lot younger, too. Actually, is it that big of a difference? I mean, he's 38. He's still an 89. He'd be good this year. Get him. Get the man. And now we're gonna get ourselves a freaking doctor. Big up to you guys. A freaking doctor took last year off to help in the pandemic, and now he's gonna be a member of our freaking super squad blocking for Tom Brady. Now the only thing I need really is left tackle on the offensive line, and I sort of do want to try and, if I can, find a younger guy. How do you not have a college? Well, that's because this guy's from freaking Australia. What are the odds, dude? Problem is, I have 10 seconds left. I looked him up. I just got to go highest rated again. We need left tackle. He's about 74 years old, but like, I mean, this team's average age, honestly, especially adding Tom Brady into the equation, might be 47. But hey, it's going to be a solid 47-year-old team. I mean, if we win the Super Bowl, bro, that's all that matters. Who cares about age? Never about age, never about performance, always about heart and drive. Now, we picked a lot of offense, and I need to move back over the defensive side of the football. And a few picks in a row defensively we need. Now, on the left side of the defensive line, if I ever could get here, really nobody stands out. Are there any defensive tackles left that are solid? I mean, nobody really fits our scheme. Any cornerbacks that could be useful? I mean, Chris Harris is still there. Why wouldn't I take him? He's an 87 rated, almost available in round 20, and he's a scheme fit. I mean, we really have, we've got to have the best secondary in the league, right? We have like, what? 4 or 5 guys over 86 rated. Now, I don't have a left outside linebacker, and I did not realize that. And there's really nobody that's too fantastic. Now, Jabal Shurd, he's 32. Cameron Wake, that'd just be another old guy. But I mean, at this point, does it matter? Because they're all freaking old. All these guys available are old. Kareem Martin, how old are you? You're 29. Yeah, like why wouldn't I get Cameron? Aside from just maybe the fact that I'm just not trying to get another 39-year-old added to the squad. At this point, who cares? It said he's a good pick anyway. I think we're gonna do like maybe 5 or 6 more picks and let the CPU do the rest. Antonio Brown still available. How many wide receivers do we have? We'll make the third one. Like, we're just literally drafting the Buccaneers. When you have this theme going, you already got Tom, Gronk, some of his offensive linemen, some other players, other teammates. You just gotta get AB, bro. Oh God, only 35 seconds to go. Why was that timer so short? I just go Jerry Hughes. Like, he's just plug and fill. We need a left end. 2 more picks, bros. 2 more picks. We're gonna go D tackle again, or maybe backup middle linebacker. Danny Trevathan, Jamie Collins, LJ Fort. How old is this man? He's already 31. Let's just go once again. Another former Tom Brady teammate, Jamie Collins. And last pick in round 25 for yours truly, I think we are going to go defensive tackle this time. And Lawrence Guy's there, but is he actually going to be the pick? Probably so, because nobody is a scheme fit for us. Once again, I know it's redundant, but highest rated guy is actually Tyson Alualu. 83 rated. We'll grab him, put him in the lineup. And I think even though it's a 99% veteran squad, literally out of all the fantasy drafts I've done on this channel, I think it might be the most talented squad I have ever put together, and that is saying a lot, because last year and the year before, we won the Super Bowl in our first attempt, so at that point, I guess, probably shouldn't have said that, just set some pretty high expectations. That's not what you'd like to see. We're only an 82. That's so weird. I feel like we were so much better than an 82. Really quick, let me like sim the regular season and see if we get some upgrades or something. That doesn't seem right. Like, did we draft like more than 2 guys under 82? We're an 84 offense, 81 defense, 82 overall. I just don't quite get how we are only an 82 overall. Because if you go in here to manage roster and adjust lineup, I don't think we drafted, what, 5 guys under what our actual overall is? I mean, we have a 97, 99, 95, 85, a solid veteran offensive line. Defensively, I mean, we have a 94. How is this team an 82? It's not even like it's my special teams affecting it because they're not that bad. Now, in terms of starters, I literally have 1 player on defense under 82. And on offense, I have 1, if you count fullback, 2 starters under what my actual overall is. Everybody else is above that. So how does this make 82? This makes no sense at all. Moment of truth, simulating to the playoffs. If we don't make the playoffs, this has been the ultimate of ultimate failures. Not on my part. I would say it's EA's fault, dog. This team is so good. Let me know your predictions for what this record's about to be in the comment section below. We have that dramatic music playing in the background. Hopefully it's not followed by a lot of silence because we did really, really bad. Week 18 is done, and we went 9-8. Okay, so we made the playoffs, so it's not a complete failure, but our overall actually went down. How did that actually happen? Now, playoff bracket, what seed did we end up getting? We barely finished over 500. The Bengals got a first round bye, so did the Falcons, but keep in mind, not the real rosters. This is fantasy draft style. We got, yeah, the very final seed in the NFC. But why did our overall go down? Like, I still don't get how the overall is created. Like, our players have gone up. A few guys have gone down in terms of morale, but Austin Eckler's up 2. Our right guard is up 1 or 2. We literally don't have a starter under 80 rated on our offense, yet our overall is only 81. Defensively, we had Cameron Wake drop a little bit. That's because of morale. Maybe he's almost 47. I mean, a few guys have gone down at the same time. It's been counteracted because, like, Amos went up, Jerry Hughes went up, Alualu's up to an 86 rated, Brandon Williams is up. So how is our overall down? Dak Prescott on the Ravens wins MVP, hilarious enough, our former quarterback. CMC on the Eagles comes in 2nd, Trey Lance in 3rd on the Bucks, Deshaun on the Cardinals comes in 4th. You have Mahomes in 5th. Daniel Jones on the Eagles, wow, comes in 6th. Joe Burrow on the Chargers in 7th. Once again, that didn't hit my brain. That's odd. Carson Wentz on the Bears in 9th. And Kyler on the Pats in 10th. Now, Coach of the Year goes to Zach Taylor on the Bengals. Now, also, do want to check out Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett on the Texans. You can see where some of these players got drafted. Now, Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Justin Fields on the Raiders. I did see Trevor Lawrence also got drafted by the Jags. Zach Wilson on the Steelers. See the rest of these guys where they went. Devonta Smith went to the Bills with Josh Allen. That's disgusting. Defensive Rookie of the Year, of course, Micah Parsons on the Jags. See the rest of these guys as well. Moving on to the NFC. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jamin Davis. I think this guy's going to be an absolute stud. Caleb Farley, that one hurts. Wow. Steelers actually have 2 Defensive Rookie of the Years in the top 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, yeah, Trey Lance. He came in the top 10 of the MVP. Of course, he's going to win it. Matt Jones on the Niners came in 2nd, where he reportedly almost got drafted to in real life. Rashad Bateman, the Giants, I love Rashad Bateman. Jalen Waddle on the Eagles instead of Devonta Smith. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller on the Cardinals was the move. Offensive Player of the Year was CMC on the Eagles in the NFC. Now, how did our offense only finish 22? Like, that just shouldn't be the case. Our defense comes in at 26, so how did we even make the playoffs? It makes no sense at all. Now, Tom Brady, 4,400 yards, 35 touchdowns, 15 picks. We couldn't really run the ball effectively. We had 2 1,000-yard receivers, Devontae and Antonio Brown. Julio had a really, really down year. And defensively for us, Levante David had 142 total tackles. Calais Campbell with 10 sacks. Melvin Ingram with 9. Like, our players put up good numbers. It just is weird. Myles Garrett led the league with 17.5 sacks. Jason Verrett with 8 picks. That's crazy. Most tackles was Fred Warner with 145. Trey Lance had 5,700 yards? That is disgusting. What the heck? How How did this man not actually win the MVP? I mean, he threw a lot of picks, but that is wild. Is that an NFL record? Now, of course, Pat Mahomes threw the most touchdown passes. He actually was the one who got drafted by the Bengals. No wonder they had the first round bye. He threw 15 picks. What a year. I mean, that's weird that he won MVP with those numbers, even though they're really, really good, but a lot less touchdowns, a lot less yardage than a lot of people. Did he run the ball a lot or something? That's the only thing maybe I can think of. Yeah, that's why. Dak ran for 800 yards, 8 touchdowns. What a guy. Kareem Hunt led the league with 1,500 yards. Most touchdowns went to Raheem Mostert with 19. Zach Moss had 18. It is so freaking random. Jarvis Landry with 1,600 yards. Created an incredible combo with Pat Mahomes. 18 touchdowns for the man. Marquise Lee, where did you come from with a 1,600-yard season? All right, brothers, I've already accepted that this has been an L. Like, all of this just doesn't really add up, so I don't even care, to be honest, anymore. Let's just inevitably take this L to the Packers. Get it over with. It was fun. It was interesting. We won. Wow, 35-32, but now we're going to lose. I just know we're going to lose. Divisional playoff. Come on, like, just get it over with. We're going to take this out of the Falcons. Okay, we won again. This is so weird. I know everybody complains and says that I like force wins, and let me just prove to you I'm not. Like, this is so freaking wild. We go to the postseason, no force wins, just close dubs. I don't want to get my hopes up, but at the same time, the Seahawks have the worst record out of everybody we've played so far. But there's just no way we win the Super Bowl. After we went 9-8, had a stinker of a season, did we win? We actually won another close game, 31-28, and now we have to take on Patrick Mahomes, Jarvis Landry, and the Cincinnati Bengals. We're gonna take a fat L, fat freaking L. It went 13-4. They're an 88 offense. Yeah, this is gonna be an L. The moment of truth. Can a team of grandfathers win the Super Bowl in an NFL season? Today we find out. It is cool they did a brand new Super Bowl presentation, but at the same time, it doesn't really mean much if they don't update it every year. Like, it took them 5 years to do this. I mean, it's cool, but like, is it 5 years worth the wait cool? Not really, when all it really is just different camera angles of what we see in the celebration. But at the same time, like, when something's added, you gotta take what you get from EA. Can we please get a dub here? We take a 7-0 lead. Bengals, they haven't scored yet. They scored. They missed an extra point. Can we score again? Can we, like, this is such a low-scoring game. They didn't tie it. They didn't tie it. Okay, we're up by 8. Oh, they're gonna come back and beat me last second. This is gonna just be one of those anticlimactic losses, and I'm gonna be so sad. No, boys, we might actually get it done for the second consecutive year. We restart the NFL with a fantasy draft in successful fashion as Tom Brady once again gets another ring. Doesn't matter if he's on the Patriots, if he's on the Bucs, if he's on the Cowboys with a team of 47-year-olds, he still finds a way to bring his team to a Super Bowl championship over freaking Pat Mahomes and the Bengals. Let me tell you something, if anything, this video was a wild freaking ride. If you got through that without falling asleep, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on the video if you haven't. If you want to watch more, you can click the screen to watch my previous video. The other one is a video YouTube thinks you would like. Make sure to check out all my other channels, link in the description box below. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz, and become a channel member if you haven't. Got a TikTok too. Just click subscribe and follow on all those accounts. Takes you 2 seconds.